Oh, Pat McAfee. Oh, hold on. Before I talk to you, let me be a bro, okay? Let me act like a dumbass like you. So you want to know why the people are upset that you talked with the president? I'm going to tell you why. Because he's an adjudicated rapist, Pat McAfee. What if Carroll, who he raped, was your mother? Would you be giving him fist bumps and chest bumps and bros and, hey man, let's eat a raw steak on the board because I'm a bro, because I'm a dumb motherfucker? Would you? No. If your dad was Officer Sicknick and he died after January 6th, would you talk to him? No, bro. Of course not, bro, because that's my dad, bro. What if your sister was 13-year-old Katie Johnson, who, in a court document, Trump and Epstein raped? No, bro, of course not, bro. That's my sister, bro. But see, you didn't give a shit because it didn't happen to you because you're a selfish prick. You're why we're here, because you don't give a damn about anybody else. You don't have empathy, you have apathy. You're more worried about losing your bro base, a bunch of uneducated, emotionally immature white men who were intimidated by a black woman. You support and refuse to call out an adjudicated rapist, man who is most likely a pedophile, a convicted felon who asked for the execution of 5 black men in New York City, literally put an ad in the paper, stole from cancer charities, sat on his fat ass while officers were beaten and can never work again. And you just, hey bro, how you doing, bro? You're the president, I want to be cool. Because you're not willing to be uncomfortable. You're not willing to speak up because you're a whore to capitalism. You're more worried about your stupid ass bro base because you're not a real man, Pat McAfee. You're just a little boy. You're like Pinocchio. I want to be a real man one day. You're not. You know what real men do? Is this. They call out little boys like you who won't stand up for women. Carroll wasn't my mom, but I act as if she was. That 13-year-old Katie Johnson, I act as if she was my sister. Amber Thurman, who lost her life because she doesn't have the health care because the guy that you broed with took away Roe versus Wade by putting Supreme Court justices, I act as if she was my cousin. I act as if Officer Sicknick was my dad, bro. And what you've done is you turned this whole stupid manosphere, you and the Joe Rogans and the Ben Shapiros of this world, and you don't believe women and you don't stand up for them. And you normalize rape, sexual assault, misogyny, all the other horrible shit that he did, bro. So why don't you grow a sack, bro, and stop being a dumbass and act like some bro and act like a real man for once in your pitiful life? How about that? I don't care if 1 trillion people follow you. I don't care how popular you are or how much money you make, because you could still be a shitty person and have a television show, and you've proven it, because you won't stand up for women. I stand up for what's right and what's moral. You stand up for capitalism. You have an ability to do something and say something, and you won't because you're a coward. You want to be a real man? Then act like it, Pat. Have some self-reflection and say, you know what? I was a dumbass. I should have stood up with women, and I should have believed them, and I shouldn't platform a man who is an adjudicated rapist and a convicted felon. That's what a real man would do. You want to talk about it, Pat McAfee? If you want to put your pride aside and put down your salmon and your raw steaks and your protein shakes and your bro bullshit, then let me know and I'll have a conversation. You want to talk about why we're here? Because people like you would rather burn this country to the ground than ever vote for a black woman, bro. So when you're ready to grow up and act like a real man, let me know, Pat. I'll be here. Have yourself a white day, Pat.